Stop scrolling, binge watchers! If you thought July and August were going to be slow for TV, think again. From hidden Netflix gems to unexpected Prime and Apple TV Plus stunners, I've handpicked 10 brand new series that completely blew me away. This countdown is going to keep you glued to the screen. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single one. Number 10, Atomic, 2025. If you're into high-stakes thrillers, Atomic is one you can't skip this year. It throws you straight into a globe-spanning race against time, following two unlikely civilians, Max, a drug trafficker trying to escape his past, and Muhammad, a desperate man on the run. Somehow, they find themselves caught right in the middle of a Venezuelan cartel's deadly plot to smuggle uranium across North Africa. From scorching deserts to secretive underground networks, every moment feels like a ticking time bomb. What I loved about Atomic is that it's not just action for the sake of action. It's got heart. Honestly, this feels like the kind of thriller you binge in one night without even realizing it. Number 9, The Assassin, 2025. If you enjoy intense, character-driven thrillers, then The Assassin should be right at the top of your watch list. The story follows Julie, a former hit woman who's been living in quiet isolation on a remote Greek island, trying to leave her violent past behind. But her peace doesn't last long. Her estranged son, Edward, suddenly shows up, demanding answers about his father and her mysterious past. Personally, The Assassin feels like a rare mix of raw emotion and non-stop tension. If you loved shows like Killing Eve or Hannah, this one's going to hit all the right notes. Next one is really mind-blowing and you will hook in the beginning like me. Number 8, The Institute, 2025. Now, if you're a Stephen King fan like me, you already know what's coming. Creepy, mind-bending horror that stays with you long after the credits roll. Based on King's novel, The Institute is a psychological horror thriller that grabs you from the very first episode and refuses to let go. The story follows Luke Ellis, a brilliant young prodigy who's suddenly kidnapped and wakes up inside a strange, highly controlled facility known only as the Institute. Here, he discovers other children who share extraordinary abilities, telekinesis, telepathy, and more. But this isn't some superhero academy, it's a nightmare. What I really love about the Institute is how it blends horror, suspense, and raw emotion. It's not just about jump scares. If you enjoyed shows like Stranger Things but want something darker, more unsettling, and far more intense, this one is going to blow you away. The next one, I believe that you've never seen a sci-fi gem like this before. Number 7, Invasion, 2021 to 2025. If you're into sci-fi dramas that focus more on the human side of an alien apocalypse rather than non-stop action, then Invasion is definitely worth your time. Spanning multiple seasons, it offers a slow-burning, deeply emotional take on what happens when mysterious extraterrestrial forces suddenly begin disrupting life on Earth. What makes Invasion stand out for me is its multi-perspective storytelling. Instead of following just one hero, the series lets us see the crisis unfold through the eyes of 5 ordinary people living on different continents. We have a soldier fighting for survival in Afghanistan, a struggling family in Long Island, a brilliant communications expert in Japan, and even a young boy with a psychic connection to the invaders. If you enjoy shows like The Leftovers or War of the Worlds, but want something with a more emotional, thought-provoking edge, Invasion is a must-watch. Number 6, Ballard, 2025. If you've been missing that classic detective noir vibe with a modern twist, Ballard is here to deliver. And trust me, it doesn't disappoint. Set in the heart of Los Angeles, the series follows Renee Ballard, a determined LAPD detective who's been tasked with leading a newly formed cold case unit inside the Robbery Homicide Division. With barely any resources and a small team of volunteers, Ballard starts digging into long-forgotten murder investigations. But the deeper she goes, the more she uncovers. Not just about the cases, but about a dark conspiracy buried deep within the department itself. What makes this series stand out for me is how character-driven it feels. Ballard isn't your typical flawless TV detective. She's messy, stubborn, and battling her own demons while fighting corruption on all sides. Number 5, Twisted Metal, 2023. Alright, let's shift gears. Literally, Twisted Metal is pure chaotic fun wrapped in a post-apocalyptic thrill ride. And if you grew up playing the iconic PlayStation game, this one is going to hit you right in the nostalgia. At the center of it all is John Doe, a fast-talking, wisecracking, amnesiac milkman, yes, milkman, who's given a dangerous mission: deliver a mysterious package across a ravaged, deadly United States. What I love about Twisted Metal is how it perfectly balances high-octane action, dark humor, and genuine emotional beats. The vehicular combat scenes are explosive, the characters are eccentric and unforgettable, and beneath all the chaos, there's a surprisingly heartfelt story about memory, identity, and survival. Trust me, buckle up because this one's wild. Number 4. Untamed, 2025. If you love murder mysteries with a deep emotional core, Untamed is going to pull you right in. Set against the breathtaking yet unforgiving wilderness of Yosemite National Park, the series masterfully blends crime, grief, and survival into one hauntingly beautiful thriller. The story begins when the body of a young woman, Lucy Cook, is discovered in a remote corner of the park. Enter Kyle Turner, a seasoned National Park Service agent still battling the grief of losing his son. He's called in to lead the investigation and is reluctantly paired with rookie ranger Naya Vasquez, whose fresh perspective quickly proves invaluable. It's not just about solving a murder, it's about grief, redemption, and the thin line between man and nature. For me, this show feels like a cross between True Detective and Wind River, but with a uniquely haunting wilderness vibe. If you're into dark mysteries with emotional depth, Untamed is an absolute must-watch. Dexter: Resurrection, 2025. He's back. Dexter Morgan has returned, and this time, the stakes are higher, darker, and far more personal. Picking up right after the shocking finale of Dexter: New Blood, this new chapter answers the question fans have been asking for years. What if Dexter survived? After miraculously waking up from a near-fatal gunshot wound, Dexter finds himself haunted by his past as he sets out for New York City, determined to reconnect with his estranged son Harrison and somehow make amends. But, of course, nothing is ever that simple in Dexter's world. For longtime fans, if you've missed that slow-burn suspense, moral ambiguity, and shocking cliffhangers, trust me, this one's gonna have you binging episode after episode. Number 2. Foundation, 2021 to ongoing. Few sci-fi series can match the sheer scale and ambition of Foundation. Based on Isaac Asimov's legendary novels, this epic saga takes us far into a distant future, where humanity is scattered across the galaxy under the iron grip of the Galactic Empire. The story begins with Harry Seldon, a brilliant mathematician who develops psychohistory, a groundbreaking science capable of predicting the future of entire civilizations. Through his calculations, he foresees something unthinkable: the inevitable collapse of the Empire. Personally, what blows me away about Foundation is how it balances intellectual depth with jaw-dropping spectacle. If you love shows like Dune or The Expanse, this one's an absolute masterpiece you shouldn't miss. Number 1. Butterfly, 2025. Sometimes, the smallest decisions can change the entire course of our lives, and Butterfly takes that idea and turns it into a mind-bending psychological thriller you won't be able to stop watching. The story follows Evelyn Carter, a brilliant quantum physicist who accidentally discovers a way to glimpse alternate versions of her own life. At first, it feels like a miracle. She sees paths where she made different choices, loved different people, and avoided past mistakes. But soon, the butterfly effect begins to spiral out of control. What I love about Butterfly is how it blends sci-fi, suspense, and raw emotion into one stunning package. Trust me, once you start Butterfly, you're not stopping until the final twist hits. And oh boy, it will hit hard. If you enjoyed these must-see new TV series recommendations, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more top picks on the latest TV shows and films. Thanks for watching!